Sean Diddy Combs has been hit with another lawsuit just as he settles his first. Now this time, Joy Dickerson-Neal claims that she was a victim of revenge porn in addition to allegedly being drugged and sexually assaulted by the musician back in 1991. A spokesperson for Combs says the accusations are not credible and, quote, purely a money grab. Well, last week, Combs settled a legal battle with former girlfriend Cassie Ventura.
4 women are suing hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs over sexual assault allegations dating back to the early 90s. Previously, those lawsuits couldn't have been filed because of the statute of limitations. But most were filed under a New York state law that allowed survivors a 1-year window to sue for past abuse. About 3,000 civil lawsuits were filed under the law before its deadline last month.
For me, even saying that in that interview, it wasn't me blowing up his spot. I'm literally sitting here advocating for this.
Right.
Like, I'm literally sitting here advocating.
Right.
Now, maybe you didn't want nobody to remember about the Hollywood Boulevard. Maybe you were hoping that was so long ago, and because it happened before Facebook, it didn't really exist, you know, kind of thing.
Diddy's rap sheet might not be a sheet after all. It has now become a book in itself.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Listen. We're having a good time, yo. Your Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
Now, there's been a lot of discussion about how people who have attempted to criticize Diddy and Jay-Z frequently find themselves in hot trouble or called crazy.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy. He was working with R. Kelly and they were making so many records together. You know, they made all of those records together. They both Aaliyah. They shared so much in common.
Puff was the first one that came through and made us feel like, it was us.
Yet, you have to wait to learn about the late, great DMX perspective on these two titans of the music business. And, according to his fans, DMX might have lost his life to Diddy because of his perspective.
If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I called The Industry. And that pretty much explains, what the shit's about.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. Because at first you retire, then get me off the label. Now you're back rapping again. Okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Here's everything you need to know. According to reports, among the bold individuals who purportedly attempted to expose Diddy's shady activities and Jay-Z's suspected connections to the Illuminati was DMX. May he rest in peace. And, as expected, Jaguar Wright recently stirred things up once more by speculating that Jay-Z and Diddy might have something to do with DMX's passing after all. The question is, though, did DMX actually know about Diddy and Jay-Z's illicit dealings? What precisely was he seeing when he was hanging out with these music industry heavyweights? Well, certain uncovered interviews seem to indicate that DMX didn't hold back. He used the word graping to imply that Diddy, along with his longtime buddy Jay-Z, were mistreating the artists of the industry. It's debatable now if that's just industry speak or a true accusation. DMX and Diddy's old-time bodyguard, Gene Deal, though, appeared to be rather certain of what they observed.
I had the crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. I go to do the 6th album, and
Jay-Z became president.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, MH is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? Nigga on vacation and, you know, we don't know. You don't know. How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know? They got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play their shit.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executives, and it's like there's too much of that going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my motherfucking music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, you know, sitting at the going to dinner with them and shit like that, and you know all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music, you give my money. That's it.
You know what's crazy? I never saw Biggie smile until after he died. Jiggy and put him in suits and made them write lyrics for him and took all that publishing and raped him. Like, damn.
Big learned the game. Big seen how, through his management, Puff was robbing him and had robbed him out of his publishing and his marketing.
Don't have no feelings about that in a personal manner because that's their business. But the way I look at it, it's like you giving me your car with a full tank of gas and I bring it back to you on empty.
Some fans now speculate that DMX may have been utilizing the term graping in a figurative sense to suggest that Diddy wasn't treating his artists fairly. Other people think he meant it literally, accusing him of grave abuse, and we know how Diddy and abuse in the same sentence is nothing surprising. Fans also believe that Diddy may have had DMX as his target for another reason. For starters, DMX remembered a crucial occasion when he nearly joined Diddy's Bad Boy Records, as he reflected on the Drink Champs podcast with Noor and DJ EFN. But, according to DMX, Diddy first rejected him for a very little reason. It's almost too funny to be true. It seems that Diddy didn't think DMX was marketable because of his harsh voice. But is that really true? Now, this is when the interesting part comes in. You see, the narrative didn't finish with Diddy's loss. Def Jam quickly made a bid for DMX, and Diddy abruptly changed his mind. He desired to take control of DMX in the same way that he did other musicians, just like history repeating itself. So, seeing financial indications, Diddy proposed to match Def Jam's offer twofold. He desired to entice DMX, line his own pockets, and effectively control him physically, sexually, and financially. DMX, though, had none of it. He had no intention of allowing Diddy to define his career or manipulate him like a puppet, as he did with Usher, Justin Bieber, Cassie, and many more.
It was hard. There were a lot of things I seen and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be. I was 13 years old, and being 13, having that type of exposure, you know, yeah, it was cool to go to Howard Homecoming with Puff. It was great to be able to go to Club USA or the Supper Club, you know, with Puffy in that time, or the Tunnel. But these are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be. You know, most kids will be excited about it. You know, most kids are trying to figure out, you know, how to be around, you know, hot girls, pretty girls. I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things and have experiences that I'm not quite ready for. You know, and I think that he was just trying to show me the lifestyle. However, that's not what I was there for. I was there because I wanted a career, man. So we would fight, we would tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you gotta chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you gotta relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, like banging on this man as though, you know, I am the manager. I am the spokesperson for Usher.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full buck fool crazy.
Going crazy.
That is why Diddy's attempt to exert control over DMX ultimately failed. Mainly like Tupac before him, DMX didn't want to be simply another piece in Diddy's game. That's right. Many rumors have been circulating regarding Puff Diddy's possible role in Tupac's murder. Of course, Puff angrily refutes those charges. He stated explicitly that those rumors are upsetting as well as harmful.
Because what he had a problem with you his artist saying the same
First
thing.
of all, see, I didn't do nothing to him. So let's go back to the first of all. The first of all is there has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true. And has really tried to stain my legacy. I've always been a person, I don't like to get in just talking people's business and things like that. But not right now. I have made it my purpose that when I come back, I can't have y'all following me, because I am here to be a leader and to give some direction. If you think that I'm a scumbag that will ever steal anything, my name is Diddy, Sean Combs. I never took nothing from nobody a day in my life. All I've ever given is opportunity and more money than a person was making. So when I hear or I see things and I'm like, wow, this vibe that they got on me, like I'm Big Red or something. I came here, I had to open up the doors.
So you saying you don't steal from artists is what you're saying?
Never.
So how does a narrative like that happen with so many different people?
Because people have this thing called the tap out button. When you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame. You know what I'm saying? I have all my receipts. And so we are gonna do a special, a retrospective with all the artists, and we're gonna get this narrative clear, because it comes from different tactics when people wanna get out of contracts. And a lot of people that speak on this, y'all don't know the business, y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. So it's gonna be a teaching moment of love, because it is important, I feel, fight for your reputation. I'm gonna fight for my reputation. I'm gonna fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? There could have been an accountant mess up on this one or that one, things that happen in the business. But me actually, I'm running a hustle to get money. I started delivering papers at 12 years old. I was a millionaire when I was 19, you know what I'm saying? And so I will be making sure that the truth comes out, because that's not going down in my legacy. And to me, that's the worst thing in the world, is a thief. The thief is the worst thing. His hand should be chopped. Her hand should be chopped off. His or her hand should be. That's the way I feel about somebody taking something from somebody that ain't theirs. You know what I'm saying? When you could go out and you could go and work for something.
But imagine being charged with something as terrible and grave as maybe being responsible for the passing of one of the most well-known rappers ever, and that too with proofs, but still being able to live as freely as he does. Now that's some serious power. The drama still doesn't end there. The entire murder rap inside the Biggie and Tupac murders documentary has sparked even more controversy. There is a rumor in it that Puff Daddy paid a member of the Crips gang a whopping $1 million to eliminate Suge Knight and Tupac. Meanwhile, B-Sin, a rapper, is currently causing even more tension. With the hashtag #NoPuffyJuice, he implies that Puff had slain Tupac in this post. And of course, Eminem participated in the drama as well, releasing the song Kill Shot. He made a few allegations about Puff's involvement, making it appear as though all of them are pointing fingers, with Puff stuck in the midst. Now, the problem is that Puff doesn't seem to be fazed. According to those close to him, when Puff was asked about it all, he simply shrugged it off. "It's not in my hands," he says, implying that the situation is unimportant. And even the notorious Suge Knight gets upset when someone suggests he was responsible for Tupac's demise. However, he's quick to criticize Puff, accusing him of masterminding the hit. Right now, many are asking if Puff Daddy would face charges following the recent arrest of Key D, the suspected hitman who claims Puff promised him $1 million to kill Tupac. So let's just wait and see what happens. In the meantime, here's how Jaguar Wright seems to be connecting the dots about Diddy being the mastermind behind all the killings.
We gonna get you and your little dog too. And congratulations, young man. Run as fast as Cassie did. I'm sorry, I'm a little upset about it. Cause Al B. Sure just came out of his coma, and I've been talking to Al, and we've been texting back and forth, and I'm just glad that he's alive to text.
Definitely.
Yeah. But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Al B. Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was gonna meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you wanna know what they all had in common though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is gone. Just him. I guess Al disappointed you. You know, I speak for a reason. When you see this bullshit ass motherfucking game with people that you love, that you like, you know, it's too many coincidences.
Too many. You,
Honeycomb.
Oh. Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog too. And congratulations, young man. Run as fast as Cassie did. Has anybody asked themselves about that shit?
That's all for today. Do share your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates, hit the bell icon